What is going on, guys? My name is RetroRush and welcome back to the channel. I got a good one for you today. I got a real good one for you. So I've been thinking about making this video for a long time, and I wouldn't call it so much a review because usually when you have a review you can leave the game with a certain rating, but when it comes to Call of Duty Vanguard, it's a little bit more complex than that. So today we're going to be touching on 3 different parts of Call of Duty Vanguard. 2 that I can completely speak on today in this video, and the last point, well, the last point really no one can speak on because a lot of you haven't put on your rose tinted glasses yet and looked back at what a great game Call of Duty Vanguard really is. So if you guys are hyped for the video, make sure you drop a like on it. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Everybody new or old, make sure you hit that bell icon so you never miss another upload, man, especially when I'm doing stuff like this. So sit back, relax, go grab some snacks or something, because you're in for a treat. This is the Call of Duty Vanguard review, not a review. Going into another year of Call of Duty, I personally wasn't too excited. I mean, Cold War wasn't the sequel I wished for, and Modern Warfare playstyle was soon to be returning in Vanguard. Honestly, this wasn't sitting well with me. I was fine with playing Warzone and just sticking to another year of Cold War, even though, again, Cold War really wasn't the Call of Duty I wanted. But believe it or not, I had no intention on buying this game, let alone paying full price for it. $70 for this game, people. $70. Unfortunately, you're watching this video, so that means that I couldn't keep my word, and I ended up folding like laundry, and I bought the game. This is going to be the first release on the next gen systems. This Call of Duty has to be good, right? No. It's on Xbox Series X, it's on PlayStation 5. Yeah, Cold War was optimized, but Vanguard is made with the intention of it running on the next gen system, right? It should be good, right? Yeah. So I ended up playing the beta and still not really feeling this game. It came out on November 5th. I picked it up, the cross-gen version. I use quotes when I say that because there was nothing cross-gen about this game. It was literally just Call of Duty Vanguard. But enough with the prefacing. Let's just jump into the release, the big hype train that happened, and just everyone decided to get off right at the very first stop. I don't know. Let's talk about it. So, this is the part of the game that the internet itself is most familiar with, because everybody that knows about Vanguard, you probably bought it at launch, and that was probably your extent with the game. You probably didn't play it much after that. The game was hot buns when it released. Let's just be honest, people. It was broken, it was buggy, and sometimes it was just downright unplayable, and constant dev errors plaguing this game and total game crashes. It was literally just a piece of shit. It was crazy. I remember playing early matches and the connection would be so bad that the lobbies would often close and kick everyone. That's not a Call of Duty game, man. It's 2022. How the hell are we still... Bruh, I for sure thought it was one time it was lagging so bad, I for sure thought host migration was gonna pop up on screen. I thought it was, man. It was that damn bad. So either that was happening or you were getting into lobbies that people were cheating. Yes, after all the hype for Call of Duty's new anti-cheat system, Ricochet, Vanguard's multiplayer was already plagued with cheaters. I don't have the footage to show you guys because this was early game. This was way before I even thought to, hey, record some footage. But I remember very well, me and my brother and my friend. We were all playing together. We were playing on Numa Numa. You guys know the map. And we get into this lobby, and we're playing. And for a while, we kind of noticed that, oh, the other team is only getting headshots. Why can't we kill them? Are we doing something wrong? So, we keep playing, didn't think nothing of it. Come to find out, you look on the kill feed, headshots are the only thing appearing. That's not right. Turns out these guys were boosting for headshots, bro. Like, come on. Like, how... it's that sad, man. And the worst part about it is, the camo challenges were so grindy, but it had little to do with headshots. So what was the point of making a headshot only lobby? I still don't understand that to this day, but cheater, hacker, glitchers was already plaguing Call of Duty Vanguard, and it was shaping up to be a long ass year. But let's go ahead and talk about the camo grind and why it was so egregiously, just brutally, just honestly, weapon levels did this, and literally they were only added so people can keep coming back to play with guns that they didn't really want to use very much. Yeah, this is not the move, Call of Duty. Can we not do this in the future? 70 weapon levels? I don't know who was in the studio and said, hey, 70 of them things, that's what they need right there. 70 of them right there. Nah, Chief, that was not it, man. So here's hoping that Modern Warfare 2, when it drops, they get the weapon levels under control. Me personally, I hate weapon levels. I remember back in MW3, you had like 31 weapon levels, and when you got to level 31 with your gun, you had gold camo. That was it. You just got it. So, man, here's hoping weapon levels really do get fixed and tuned and actually balanced, so the game is enjoyable and it's not a brutal, just grindy sweat fest that no one enjoys, man. Anyways, when it comes to camo grinding, most of the challenges require you to totally, and I mean totally, completely change your playstyle, which if it isn't a problem, I understand. Some people like to change the way they play from time to time. Sometimes you like to camp a little bit to go for streaks. Sometimes you like to run and gun and just get as much kills as you can. It all depends on how you want to play and what kind of player you are, and that's fine. But when you require someone to camp in the back of the map and get 100 long shots, and then once you finally get that shit done on the shit gun that you're using, and hey, you finally got to level 70, guess what? Here's another challenge where you got to use certain attachments and get over 100 more long shots. Now, you might notice that I said over. And yes, I said over because sometimes they wouldn't even track. It was countless times when I would go for a long shot, I'd shoot the dude a little bit, and right before that last bullet hit him, I would die, and then boom, I killed him because the bullet finally connected. Is it a long shot? No! It's an afterlife medal. Perfect. So now that one didn't even count. So that's over 200 long shots for some guns because for a long time these challenges just didn't track. And sometimes didn't even count in certain situations. This was just another thing that plagued multiplayer. You're starting to see the trend here. The early release of this game, it wasn't too hot. And to top it all off, not even to mention that the people that actually legitimately grinded for this camo, atomic camo, got the biggest slap in the face a few weeks later when a glitch came out that let you get atomic. Mind you, the highest camo in the game, the mastery camo, for free. Literally, you didn't even have to try too hard. I actually did the glitch before I went and I did the grind myself because I said to myself, man, it's no way this glitch is this easy. It just does. It's no way. It's no way. Now, mind you, at the time, you could only do this glitch on Xbox and PC because you couldn't perform the glitch on PlayStation. But that's besides the point. That just shows you. That shows you further that a point I'm going to touch on later in the video, that this port it just was rushed and it was pretty shit. So, anyways, jumping back into the glitch, literally, people that legitly grinded for this camo, this mastery camo, got the biggest smack in the face because all I had to do, if I wanted the camo, was to plug in a mouse real quick and quickly select between two camos while pushing two inputs. It was literally that simple. Like, it wasn't, a baby could have did it, man. A baby could have unlocked atomic camo. That's how bad it was, man. This effectively killed the camo grind, and the game just lost a lot of momentum for a lot of people. A lot of people just didn't even want to jump back in to try to grind for the camo because at that point, everyone had it. Now, I will say this glitch got patched out a few weeks later, and although people kept their camos for maybe a day or two later, it still had already had the effect. Now, Sledgehammer went in and they soft reset everybody's classes, like their camos and stuff. So you if you didn't have atomic legit, which no one at this time had it legit, no one did, because you couldn't even get it because half of the guns challenges again weren't tracking your progression, so nobody had this camo legit. But here it was, they went ahead and wiped them, and if you want to go for the camo legit, go ahead and try again. So a lot of people either at this point quit the game and just didn't return, or they got right back on the 9 to 5 ass challenges and just they sucked it up and tried, man. And for me, that wasn't enough. But enough about the camo. Although Atomic was the first camo I grinded for since Dark Matter and BO3, good old BO3, man. Anyways, I love that camo, and you know, I decided to go for it. But by this time, season 2 had been announced, and it was not coming till February. So the battle pass was just sitting finished for a lot of players at this point. You weren't getting no rewards, and the camo grind had officially just been halted for a lot of people, or stopped, because camo challenges weren't even tracking. Like, your challenges weren't even tracking. It was terrible. It was terrible. So sadly, the grind for Atomic, I had to play Hell on Earth, that was known as multiplayer. And if I wanted this camo, I literally had to go to hell, because if you remember the early days of Vanguard's multiplayer, the days I'm talking about, fire and explosions were the biggest problem, especially fire, and that is why I dubbed it Hell on Earth. These were dark times, people. And although it was very bright because of all the fire, it was very, very dark for multiplayer. I myself personally, I just prayed that, hey, maybe Sledgehammer will add a perk to combat the fire. Maybe they'll update the fire so you don't take so much damage. Literally, it was so bad with the fire sometimes that you would take damage from fire and not die, but your player model would stay on fire, screen and all. And you can see that how this is gonna start to be a problem if I'm trying to, you know, run around, shoot people, whatever, and my screen is on fire, literally on fire. It's very distracting, and not only that, your actual player model, like the character, your operator, would vocally like scream and yell, and it was annoying as hell, dude. So this was like the worst thing about multiplayer at the very early ages. Now, eventually, Fortified would get an update, and it would help you resist fire and actually help calm the flames of hell. But sadly, the sting of World War II was still in full effect because nades plagued multiplayer. The community begged and begged for a trophy system, but Sledgehammer, oh, big mean Sledgehammer, told the community that they didn't want to add one because it would break the World War II time setting and make the game less realistic, or some shit like that. Who knows? This was just an excuse. I mean, hey, call me crazy, but even with the lack of communication, all the constant glitches, and the game literally pausing and making me reselect my class, hacker, cheaters, and glitchers, and countless dev errors, I was actually starting to enjoy this game. So now we are at the point where, you know, Vanguard has had a couple seasons. We're through the seasons now. So let's talk about this. How did the seasonal progression in the game actually affect the game? Well, Vanguard was slated to have 6 seasons, like every other seasonal Call of Duty, not even halfway through Vanguard's life. It was rumored that Vanguard would not be receiving a 6th and final season. This shit was crushing, man. I paid $70 for this game. Remember that. Remember that. Just the whole time you're watching and listening to this video, remember, I paid $70 for this game, okay? Full price. This shit was on sale maybe like 2 weeks ago, at the time of recording this, for like $10 at Best Buy. It's insane, man. At this point, Vanguard was put on the back burner and all focus was poured towards Modern Warfare 2. Well, that is everything except the skins that they will continue to sell for $20, even though you already paid $70 for a broken ass game. Mind you, they gave one skin away for free in Vanguard in its whole entire life cycle. Just one. But that's besides the point. Vanguard's future was looking so very slim. Besides big collabs that were already set before realizing the game was a flop, the game wouldn't receive much content after this. I mean, we got Christmas shipment, and even though it was nice, you couldn't really enjoy it because it was literally hell on earth. Literally, they added Krampus and all, and Krampus was even broken when they added him. Then the next and final holiday update came, and it was Valentine's Day, which was cool in itself. We seen the Flame Knot turn into a big pink teddy bear, but besides Krampus and the pink cuddle flame wielding Juggernaut, Vanguard got no other updates, and that was sad, man. St. Patrick's Day update was supposed to come out at some point, but it was canceled, and we know this because data miners found it in the files that this was actually supposed to be a planned release. Now, with MW2 releasing before Halloween, we probably won't even get a Halloween Vanguard update because, I mean, let's just be real, this game is dead. Alright, now don't get me wrong. We still seen themed bundles release in the store that were like 4th of July themed and shit like that, but not even free earnable stuff to celebrate the holidays. Mind you, you paid $70 for this game. Again, let's not forget this, people. Skins and holiday updates aside, after the drag that was Season 1, Season 2 and 3 came out in a timely manner, with Season 3 finally bringing a trophy system. Thank God.
Oh, thank God.
Which, mind you, was originally locked behind stupid, idiotic challenges. And again, like most challenges in this game, they weren't even tracking. But after much backlash, it was given to everyone for free because, I mean, hey, the game was, you know, it was hell on earth. So the devs was like, hey, this is the least we can do for you. With the addition of the trophy system, multiplayer for the first time since launch actually felt good. This pair with the maps and some of the DLC guns that actually released that felt good, Vanguard was starting to truly grow on me. Often taking my time up from other games. It's a big reason why my backlog is as big as it is now. But the trophy system didn't fix everything. Vanguard still had a lot of work to do, and only just now starting to feel like a finished game 5 months into its life cycle.
No! No!
Now, jumping way forward, with Season 5 here and the game confirmed at this point to be on its last season, all I can really say is this game could have been great. If it wasn't held back to being just a World War II game, we could have seen 3 more seasons like 4 and 5, which actually were the best seasons in the game. That's no argument can be made around that. Season 4 and 5 came with so much different content, so much nice content, so much great content that seasons 1, 2, and 3 just lacked. I will always wonder if Vanguard could have just been better. Like, if it actually got the support from Activision, if it actually got a year 2 like Cold War did, if fans actually thought for themselves for a little bit and supported the game through the hard times like they did with any of the other Call of Duties, I mean, would this game have been any better? Now, don't get me wrong, I can't blame these people. Through all the countless bugs and glitches that I've encountered while playing the game, I mean, it's very clear why people drop this game or why people hate on this game so much. I even wanted to drop it at points. Not to mention, when they started adding weapons to the game that literally blew most of the base guns out the water, I mean, it was really just like no point. I come from old school Call of Duty, where the guns all kind of feel different and they all play in a different, unique way. But when it comes to Call of Duty Vanguard, you have guns that can change the way you play, but a lot of guns take the place of other guns. I mean, for example, a lot of ARs were getting replaced with subs, and every time you hopped on the game, everyone's using the same 3 or 4 guns, aka meta. Warzone kind of turned multiplayer into a place where you literally would just come and rank up guns so you can have the meta loadouts and shit. I mean, multiplayer had just become a shell of what it once was, and this was sad. But with all of this being said, you're probably sitting there thinking, man, this guy said he enjoyed the game, but has done nothing but shit on it. And that's true. Vanguard has been one of the more played Call of Duties out of the most recent ones to release, and still gives me joy. Whether I'm going for kill streaks or just to get high kill games, the maps are enjoyable. Some of the new maps are the best maps that we've gotten in a while. And I mean, freaking Snoop Dogg is in the game.
Yeah, it's me, the one and only, you dig? It's my name. Yeah.
You honestly may be confused by what I'm gonna say next. Although it was a commercial flop for the company, and too many will go down and say this is probably the worst Call of Duty they've ever played, Vanguard actually saved Call of Duty. And here's why. Modern Warfare, in my opinion, kind of took Call of Duty into a new direction. After COD Ghost, it was clear that Activision that no matter how bad a game they would release, if they put crazy ass skins in the store, they can charge people money for them, and they can kind of make some money back on the game flopping. This later brought supply drops. The supply drop era, anybody remember that? And although it wasn't terrible in itself, it needed reforming badly. And instead, they just took it completely out the games. RIP supply drop opening videos. I think I actually have one on my channel. Good times. Anyways, when Modern Warfare 2019 came out, though we would see the shift go back to the store, and this game was also tied to Warzone. Skins were even more important now. Skins even came more important than gold on your gun or a mastery camo. This in itself killed multiplayer even further. When we look at the skins that are coming to games like Cold War and the ones that occasionally re-release for Modern Warfare, you can clearly see that it's just about them dollar bills, y'all. Like, it's nothing more than that. I'd almost rather just pay for DLC in some skins and have a majority of the skins earnable. Hey, is this thing on? Did you hear that? Earnable, Activision. You know, me playing the game and I actually just earn stuff. Otherwise, you have a situation where Snoop Dogg releases day one, everybody buys them, I join the lobby, oh look, everyone looks the exact same. Now, what does any of this have to do with Vanguard saving the Call of Duty franchise? Well, although I can't promise you that Modern Warfare 2 will not try to still sell you most of the content you get, I can guarantee you that Activision will think twice before releasing a broken product again and is still expecting you to buy the skins in the store. Vanguard was the perfect storm. It's so bad that it's good type deal. The damage Vanguard did to the series literally has made Call of Duty change the way you play. Literally, promotional stuff for Modern Warfare 2 is hashtag COD Next, stating that this is the next generation of Call of Duty. Mind you, Vanguard could have gotten this treatment. Hell, Vanguard could have gotten year 2 like Cold War did. Vanguard was so bad that they will stop supporting it very soon. And I mean literally probably as soon as Modern Warfare 2 drops. I doubt we'll get much content after that if it's not Warzone or Cold War based. And that's very sad, man. I think we all can agree that Vanguard made Call of Duty realize that they can't just keep hashing out the same game, the same bullshit, and hope that no one would really trip off of it, man. Call of Duty needed to change, and Vanguard brought that change. Again, this video was never supposed to be a review, but I did enjoy Vanguard. I had a fun year with the game. Sometimes I wanted to pull my hair out, other times I wanted to call Activision and ask for my damn money back, although I had already been playing the game for months. I think that one day the Call of Duty community will look back on this game and realize that by the end of the game's life cycle, the game actually turned out to be very enjoyable. Most of the bugs got patched out, besides minor ones. Sometimes I still do get the pause screen asking me, hey, pick your class again. That's trash. That's not to praise the game though. I want to remind you guys, although stuff gets patched, releasing a broken game and then patching it, you should never praise someone for that. That's the studio doing their job. They should never sell you an unfinished product in the first place. That's why I mean, what was the beta for? What are any of these Call of Duty betas for? Let's just be real. Betas come out, we test them, and somehow, some way, these games still ship broken. I mean, somebody explain that. And that's a perfect point I want to make. Broken games shipping. I don't have very much experience with the Vanguard port on PlayStation, but I do with the Xbox one, and I'd like to take a little second to talk about the Xbox port, because it's crazy that Microsoft is in the deal with Activision right now, trying to buy them out, but Call of Duty ports for the last few years on Xbox have been buggy and broken, and any Xbox player will tell you they've ran into many bugs. I play Vanguard on the Xbox Series X, and dog, this ain't next generation, I'll tell you that right now. But I got to thinking, I was like, maybe that's why Phil is over here dropping a bag on him. He got tired of playing Call of Duty with his boy Matt Booty and his girl Sarah Bond, and you know, he got tired of it running like dog shit. So he said, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a bag so we can get the premier Call of Duty experience that we used to get back on the Xbox 360 days. Regardless, had Vanguard released in a better state, I wonder if Modern Warfare 2 really would have taken the big shift that it's claiming that it's taken. Regardless, had Vanguard released in a better state, I wonder if MW2 would have taken a big shift like it's claiming to do, or if it would have just been Modern Warfare 2019 Part 2. Well, I guess Part 3, because Vanguard is technically Part 2, but when it comes to the timeline, Vanguard comes before Modern Warfare, and then that's kind of breaking it again, because in Vanguard we technically have time traveling, and it was down at the end, Now, this video should be coming out before MW2's beta, and as of right now, I'm telling you, myself, I'm not getting it. After being burned so hard on Vanguard, I hate to be supporting a company that doesn't really care about my purchase, and they stop supporting the game months after release. Now, I'll probably still play the beta, and I'm not sure if I'll like it or not. But when it drops for Xbox, maybe we can do a live stream or something. The quickest way to get people to buy MW2, and I mean the people that actually grinded out Vanguard and gave you a whole year to fix the game. I'm finna get y'all the cheat code right now, Activision. I hope you're listening. Start putting the last year's mastery camo as an unlockable camo in the new game. I put in the work, and now it means nothing because MW2 is coming out. If I got Atomic MW2, best believe I'd be copping it day one. I put in the work. I unlocked Atomic legitly. Let me get it day one, man. Come on now. All in all, I went from grinding Vanguard because I felt I needed to get my money out of the game to actually coming to really enjoy it. It's definitely one of my more favorite Call of Duties. But let me know what you guys think. How was your year with Vanguard? Do you feel like it could have been a better game? Or do you feel like it's exactly what everyone says it is? Shit. And if you want to know my last talking point, that go ahead and check my pinned comment. I want to try something different. And like I said, the last talking point is something that we really can't talk about yet because Vanguard technically is still the active Call of Duty. We'll have to wait until a few months in, a few seasons in of Modern Warfare 2 to see how differently the community comes to look at Call of Duty Vanguard. MW2 has all eyes on it, but if it looks like more of the same, I'll be learning from my mistakes and sticking out another year on Vanguard or waiting on MW2 to go on sale. Real quick here at the end of the video, I just want to say thank you guys for anyone who got all the way to the end, stuck it out. Just make sure you go drop a like and a comment, and actually drop a special comment. What can we say? If you've made it all the way to the end of the video, go down and type in JoJo for Vanguard. That's how I know you made it to this point, okay? I've been watching a lot of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure lately. I'm hooked, so why not? There's a Vanguard video, JoJo for Vanguard. I mean, we've seen anime bundles. Let's make it happen, Activision. Come on now. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Let me know. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you enjoy Vanguard? Are you looking forward to COD Next? Is what it's called. COD Next. Call of Duty Next. The next iteration of Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2? Are you guys hyped for it? Or are you guys going to be passing up on it because you got burned so hard on Vanguard like I did? Let me know down in the comment section below. I will catch you guys in the next upload or live stream. Peace out.